this is Nikki, and I'm here to share messages I get from Spirit for all of us who are all on this journey to love and to reunite with our divine vibrational matches in this lifetime. So this is the second time I just started this video, so I was going to pull some cards from the Starman Tarot deck about what do they want to tell us today, what guidance do they want to give. And the overall question that this deck is amazing. I would highly recommend this deck. But the question that I asked is, what do you want to tell us about our reunions? And the message was the Two of Pentacles. And then underneath, I was just going through to see what was underneath. And so it tells a real strong story, because the Chariot is wanting to charge ahead and wanting to go forward and wanting to have forward action. Right, the Four of Swords is about resting and retreating, mental battle, making choices about which way to go on the earthly plane. Juggling physical, and this is the juggling act, the spiritual physical, right? And so our minds are like, we want to go forward, which is why we want Chariot, we want to get in there and go, which is why it's giving us some mental stress. So the guidance is just relax, calm down the mental stress, have a decision. Do you want to take the faith and trust and belief in divine timing, or do you want to freak yourself out? So the overall, though, is the Two of Pentacles. So I'm going to share the Two of Pentacles because that's what they wanted to say. So it is. And I love this because the write-up in this deck is insanely cool. So I perfect the art of balancing responsibilities. At the core of the Starman Tarot, there sits the deck's trickster nature, who plays the traditional program of the tarot, turning things on their heads. In this vein, I often fashion the earth out of the sky and the sky out of the earth, and enjoy pushing the boundaries of how the characters are visualized and the environments in which they find themselves. Traditionally, the character in the Two Pentacles is depicted juggling two gold pentacles, bound by a ribbon or cord, which forms the Lemniscate, the infinity symbol. The character is placed firmly on smooth, solid ground, while two sailing ships are wildly tossed around on a volatile sea. This forms the story of his solidity as the chaotic and shifting world transpires in the background. However, I wanted to catch my character in a time slice as he surfed the sky on an infinity board. He is solid and sure in his own capabilities, particularly the foundational skill of balance. Even the volcanic eruption behind him is unable to shake his confidence. He is earthed, yet not as we might expect. He is intrinsically motivated, has immense body awareness, and has married internal energy work with physical movement. He has learnt how to line his body, center his awareness, allowing him to respond rapidly to any change in his environment. He is a master of his art, and he knows how to adapt to whatever comes his way, recognizing that in a state of flow, he is not moving, rather he is being moved. His adornments are in balance. Everything is playing out perfectly for him. He rides upon infinity, the symbol of things constantly in perfect repetition, representing the harmony of reinvesting your material gains into your gifts and passions, investing your past experiences to ensure your continued wisdom and growth as a human being. The cycle is never ending. Everything in the universe is reinvested. Beneath the appearance of chaos sits perfect harmony and balance. At the root of your own life sits the same harmony. Everything recycled and renewed in each moment. When faced with change, the turbulence of events that present themselves at times in life, you can ride them by maintaining practices, interests and relationships which nourish and support your core strengths and priorities. In the moment, you can center yourself with the power of the breath, respond rather than react, allowing your natural state of balance and composure to be restored. Riding the waves of life, you learn to let go of the drama and returning to equilibrium. Glide steadily on. So, the Two of Pentacles. Where do you need to strike a balance? Where everything's got out of balance? Reinventing yourself to suit your desires and riding the waves of challenge in your life. So, the great thing about this is, this is always the journey of this twin flame journey, because it is balance. It's about trying to bring balance, trying to bring the spiritual into the physical, but also riding the waves of the challenges that come forward. And decisions, do you want to go into that mental crazy place, or do you have to really stay calm and go grounded? So two really lovely stories just to give you a little bit of a boost. I was just turned on the radio, and it's brilliant because the guy was talking about a story about a mother duck, And the ducks are always a symbol of your twin flame. The ducks mate for life. Look at that, I just pulled the star. The star is all about healing. You know, that's what this is. We're all healing. We're all, you know, basically nurturing our star origins and becoming powerful, you know. Day by day, you're becoming more and more powerful as a manifester. And anyway, so the duck story. So the duck, they mate for life. Always a sign of your twin flame. Just before I do this video on the radio, they were talking about a duck. There was a mother duck who was just with one duckling over this sort of water hole, and the fireman basically opened up the water hole, and there were 4 other ducklings inside. So they fished out these other 4 ducklings. So it was just so lovely, because again, really heartwarming to say, don't worry, because whatever happens, it may feel like your twin has fallen down a big water hole, but don't worry, because the universe will be fishing them out for you and bringing you back together. So the other thing, the other message was I've got some B&B guests, really lovely, 2 ladies from Oregon, and we were just talking, and so they were talking, they mentioned the number 1031. I think it's when you flip a house in the States, they call it a 1031. And so, look at Bowie. Here's Bowie. Hey Bowie, say hello. Oh, he's a bit tired. He's had a crazy morning. And basically they wanted to, so I'm just going to read number 1031, which is, not 1031, but 131 from the Divine Love Letter books. And so these are all channeled letters. Look, have a look again. Hello. Say hello. Oh, no, I'm tired. Okay, so 1031. So 131 I'm going to read. And 131 is the letter that wants to come through. So, that you are like a bell ringing in my head. I know that might sound weird, but it's in a good way. It's like every now and then I hear you. It's like a reminder to me that you're always there. It's comforting, and at the same time a nudge from my soul to push me in the right direction that I need to become home. I want you to know that I'm trying. I'm trying really hard to overcome my fear, overcome the feeling of terror. That may sound dramatic, and I don't mean it to. It's just I'm terrified of losing you, which is ridiculous, because to lose you, I'd have to be with you. I realise it's irrational, but I just love you so much. I can't imagine life without you in it. I adore you with all of me and everything that I am. Yes! Oh, amazing. Okay, so that there's nothing I wouldn't do or give to be with you right now. It's so complicated and difficult at the moment. There's just so much going on, and I can't see a way out at the moment. I know that I want to, and I know that I will, but it's going to take a bit of time. I need time to sort things out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I can't explain myself for you. I'm sorry that I'm taking so long. You have to know that I want us to be together, now, forever, and every day in between. There's nothing I want more than you and me, together forever. Believe me when I say I'm working on it. Believe me when I say it will happen. I love you. Okay, so gorgeous. I love that. It's like, I just got to work things out. I am coming back. So letter 131. Not a day or minute goes by that I don't replay things over and over and over in my head, wishing that I'd done everything different right from the start. I so wish that I'd just been myself and not been afraid, not being shy to tell my true and innermost feelings, that really I was crazy mad about you, that I wanted to shout it from the rooftops, that I wanted to be with you from day one. I'm sorry that I didn't have the courage to do it, but I will. I know that I will. I know that we have to be together. You are my love, my life, my soul, my passion. Oh, well, there you go. So, choices, decisions. The Two of Pentacles, it's about riding those waves, but ultimately we're on a journey of healing. The Star, look at that, the Hierophant underneath. You know, doing things traditionally, that's the irony of these whole relationships, is that You know, it's about breaking boundaries, but at the same time, it's like returning back to traditional love, sacred love, you know, a true love of the heart. So anyway, I hope that helps, and I hope you have a great day. If you want a healing reading, channeled letter, all of the good stuff. If you want any Akashic record readings, any of those, all of my details are in the link. Please do get in contact if you would like any or have any questions. All right, I hope you have a great day. That's bye from me and bye from Bowie. Say goodbye. Bye bye. See ya.